Greetings from Denver. Hooked. It's cold. Everything around here is 5 minutes away from being an ice skating rink. The truck is absolutely filthy. Coming over Vail Pass, I thought it was going to be nastier than it was because the blinky signs were saying that commercial vehicles needed to chain up. And by the time I got there, it was looking pretty okay. So this little unit, weird funky little thing, it's like a industrial size strength toy hauler. I don't know, it's got that protective floor on the bottom, very weirdly designed. I guess I could open up the door and show you real quick. Oops, I should push instead of pull. And of course, the truck is absolutely filthy. Morning, everybody, from Burlington, Colorado. I got something funny I want to share. It's not really funny, but just something to share. The truck stop that I parked at last night is right across the street from a McDonald's. And McDonald's, the only thing I'll have at McDonald's is their breakfast, and specifically their breakfast burritos. That's the only thing I eat when I am at McDonald's. And I used to get their salad, but I don't want to mess with that anymore. They're like, COVID, we don't have salad. COVID, we don't have salad. I'm like, whatever. So, I get up this morning, get everything taken care of, situated, drive across the street, and as I'm pulling into their parking lot that does not have enough parking, I see that the dining room is open. Yay! So I go in and I order my breakfast, and I pay for it. The guy hands me my receipt, and I said, thank you for showing up for work so that I can get something to eat. And I do that because for those of you who don't know, that don't travel, it is extremely hard when you're pulling a trailer to find somewhere that you can eat, because when the dining room is closed, you can't go through the drive-thru. So you're kind of relegated to truck stop food, which in itself isn't bad, but it's like, oh, I sure would love a breakfast burrito, right, Chloe? Went to the bathroom, took care of things, washed my hands from the truck. The truck is filthy. So it's like every time you touch the truck, it's filthy. So I grabbed my food, and I'm on my way out the door. And this old timer who's sitting there having his coffee with his friend, he goes, ma'am? So I walk over, distancing myself. He goes, I heard you thank the guy for showing up to work. And he says, sometimes this McDonald's, the dining room is closed because people don't show up for work and they can't open it. I said, yeah, the struggle is real. We kind of laughed about it, but it's serious. You know, it's serious. So I thank people for working. And that's exactly what I say. I tell them, thank you for coming to work so that I can eat. Because if they don't show up for work, nobody opens the dining room. The drive-thru is the only thing open. And then all of us who are pulling a trailer or whatever. So, on to other things. It's starting to snow. It's starting to accumulate. But I'm going to press on until somebody from the highway department puts up a blinky sign that says you can't go no more. Because I want to go. I forgot to mention. There's this app that I use that tracks my location. And I've created it's called Life 360. I guess it's okay to mention it. And I've created a circle for Horizon drivers. And I've got myself on it, and my husband, and another Horizon driver. And it just so happened we figured out that between the location sharing and texting and all of that stuff, we're going to be in Denver at the same time. Or we're going to be in Denver. Later we realized we're going to be in Denver about the same time. And so after I picked up this unit last night, I needed to fuel in Aurora. So I whip in there and I find out that husband's 30 minutes out. And he goes, yeah, I got to stop and I got to fuel. I said, yeah, me too. I said, I'm going to be there in 8 minutes. He says, I'm going to be there in 30 minutes. And we ended up having a meal together. I don't go in and eat at restaurants. I just don't feel comfortable with it. But the restaurant, the Flying J has a Denny's, and it wasn't very crowded. And I felt comfortable being in there. And comfortable-ish. All right, let's face it. You can't protect yourself 100%, but I try. And we had a meal. And it was weird because not only did we end up in the same city, fueling at the same truck stop, eating at the same restaurant, but he's delivering this morning at the same place I picked up yesterday. Which was funny too, because I go pulling in there to pick up and get my unit, and I'm driving through the lot looking for my unit, and I see some campers, funky looking little campers, and I'm like, oh, those look just like the ones he's towing. And so he's bringing in more to the yard, but I'm like, I wonder if he's delivering here. Sure enough, he was. And then we found out yesterday we had the same customer. I said, wouldn't that have been something if I was picking up at the same time he was delivering? Because I don't think that happens very often. But just thought I'd share that with you. Okay. Oh, I gotta log in and then I gotta go. So I will talk to you guys later if something marvelous happens. Or even if it doesn't happen. Oh, I forgot to mention, I am towing a 27-foot travel trailer. That's what it says on the bill of lading. And shipping weight, 5330, GVWR 9990. Picked it up Denver, Colorado, and it is going to Bristol, Indiana. Oak Grove 70 truck stop eats a Petro in, oh goodness, what state am I in? Ain't that funny? Kansas? I don't know. Anywho, thank you. Anywho, I stopped here on the recommendation of a mechanic guy I know to buy something that I need for my truck, because we're getting ready to do some changes to the truck. I've got it all strapped down on the back. And since it's snowing and late and I've got a good spot that I parked at, I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see what I got. Two 4-foot sections of diamond plate aluminum. It's for a project coming up, but I won't say too much more just in case things don't happen well with the project, but I'm pretty sure they will. So it's cold, it's late. Not as late as I'd like it to be. I am stopping a little early, but it's late enough. I'm like, well, go to bed early, get up early. I gotta find out where I'm at. Oak Grove, Missouri. That's where I'm at. At the Oak Grove 70 truck stop in Oak Grove, Missouri. I don't know about me sometimes. Got some little snacky things so we can sneak a pill and have a little bite. Yeah? Alright. Alright. The girls say goodnight. Yeah? We're going to be toasting. We're just not going to worry about tomorrow till tomorrow. Today has its own anxieties. Why worry about tomorrow, right? Chloe says yeah. Alright. So after I got my DOT annual truck inspection, I thought, well, I'm going to go over to the main building. I'm going to freshen up before I head on down the road. And I was walking past the Dunkin' Donut Express display thingy, and the cashiers weren't doing anything, so I looked over at the cashiers and I said, I forgot to bring my wallet in, but could I have a donut for free? And she's like, sure. And I stopped and I went, seriously? She goes, yeah, I don't care. I do not want to deprive her of her joy of giving, so I took the donut. Oh, and must have coffee to go with the donut. I'm in a great mood. I'm up here in Goshen, Indiana, and I forgot to mention how my Bristol, Indiana went, which it went well when I unloaded there. The customer was closed, but they gave me the gate combo so that I could get in and drop the unit. It went well. I mean, really good. Took my pictures, put my paperwork and the keys to the unit in the shack, and I was getting ready to leave, and I text my contact person, and I said, the gate was open when I got here. And I said, I'm heading out, but there are 2 trucks in front of me, and I'm leaving the gate open. Well, I delayed a little too much in leaving. And so the other drivers, they had hooked up, and they were leaving, and they come and pulled up beside me, and they went, you got the gate! And they both have units, and to pull out and then try to shut the gate, they were going to be like sticking out in the road and everything, and I'm like, yeah, I got the gate. Which I regretted, because I texted my contact person and I said, correction, I'll be closing the gate if you want me to. Yes, but it gets a little sticky in the wintertime. Man, if I would have known that. I fought and fought and fought and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. I swear I spent 15 minutes just trying to close that gate. I did regret that, but I was out of there. So, it's all part of the job, right? Hey, thank you guys for watching. I really do. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate your input. And I'm going to sign off here on this episode. So just remember, guys, it's all about the